Då kör vi. Är du taggad? Ja, har vi lite folk här i regnet som lyssnar. Nu är det dags för lite musik med trubadur Biörn Landahl. Så luta er tillbaka och njut!
Lite betald publik. Då så. Now it fell about the Lammas tide when the muirmen win their hay. Then Dottie Doglet found him right to drink and to drive a prey. It chose the Gordons and the Grahams, the Lindsays light and gay. But the Jordans would not with him fight, and they rue it to this day. Now he had marched o'er the dales o' Tyne and part o' Bannerowshire. 3 tall towers and rich wild fells, he left them all on fire. He marched up to Newcastle, he raided round about. Said was the lord of this castle, and was the lady owned. Then up spake proud Percy there, and oh, what he spake high. I am the lord of this castle, my wife's a lady gay. Art thou the lord of this castle? May will it be, says me. Before I cross the border fells, the ane of us I'll be. Now he took a long spear in his hand, shod with the metal bee. For to fight the Douglas now he rade quite curiously. And oh, how pale his lady looked frae off the castle wall, when down before a Scottish bee she saw proud Percy fall. Tack, det här sången heter Lammas Tide, och Lammas Tide är skotska och betyder brytningen mellan sommar och höst. Början på augusti, det blev slutet nu, men i alla fall det var en passande sång tycker jag att börja med. Nu kommer en som man tänker sig att man bekymrar sig inte så mycket för dagen, utan tar det bekymmer som behövs tar man imorgon. Come by the hills to a land where fancy is free, and stand where the birds fill the air and the lochs meet the sea, where the rivers run clear and the bracken is gold in the sun, and the cares of tomorrow can wait till this day is done. Come by the hills to a land where life is a song, and stand where the birds fill the air with the joy all day long, where the trees sway in time and even the wind sings in tune, and the cares of tomorrow can wait till this day is done. Come by the hills to a land where legend remains, and the stories of old fill your heart and may yet come again, where the past has been lost and the future is yet to be won, and the cares of tomorrow can wait till this day is done, and the cares of tomorrow can wait till this day is done. Come by the hills. Ja, Ni kan applådera kanske för att hålla värmen. Eller hålla regnet borta. Nu gäller det att vara i mitt kappo. Där. Såna här hjälpmedel som inte fick gå i kommunala musikskolan måste använda sån här. Hjälpmedel. Kappo. Kommer en skotsk sång till. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, your faults I will proclaim. Your doctrines I'm unblame. You shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I'm unblame. You shall hear. What is right and what is wrong? By the law, by the law. What is right and what is wrong? By the law. What is right and what is wrong? A short or a long, a weak arm or a strong. For to draw, for to draw. A weak arm or a strong. For to draw. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, your faults I will proclaim. Your doctrines I'm unblame. You shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I'm unblame. You shall hear. What makes heroic strife? Aimed afar, famed afar. What makes heroic strife? Aimed afar. What makes heroic strife? To whet the assassin's knife, or haunt the parent's life with bloody war, bloody war. Or haunt the parent's life with bloody war. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, your faults I will proclaim. Your doctrines I'm unblame. You shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I'm unblame. You shall hear. Then leave your schemes alone in the state, in the state. Then leave your schemes alone in the state. Then leave your schemes alone, adore the rising sun, and leave your man undone. 'Tis fate, 'tis fate, and leave your man undone. 'Tis fate. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, your faults I will proclaim. Your doctrines I'm unblame. You shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I'm unblame. You shall hear. Så, tack alla applåder. Ska vi se här, nu jag ligger rätt i programmet. Då blir det en skotsk visa om en fågelskådare som tar med sig sin nya flickvän upp på bergen för att visa henne fåglar. Men det är något annat som han visar henne. Men behöver man kanske inte prata så mycket om. För jag har inte sådana visor på min repertoar fast den här som man inte begriper någonting av. Oh, I am a Dundee weaver and I come frae body Dundee. I met a Glasgow fella and he came courting me. He took me out to walking down by the Kelvin Hall. And there the Tatooe Rascus stole me thingy-me-jig-a-wah. And there the Tatooe Rascus stole me thingy-me-jig-a-wah. He took me out to walking down by the Kelvin Hall. He showed to me a bonny wee bird, and he showed me a bonny wee hen. He showed to me a bonny wee bird full in a tae a craw. He showed to me the bird that stole me thingy-me-jig-a-wah. He showed to me the bird that stole me thingy-me-jig-a-wah. Oh, I'll gang back to Dundee looking bonny, neat and fair. I'll put on me buckle and shoe and tie my bonny brown hair. I'll put on me coat and tie to mark my body look small. And wow, care for my rosy cheeks, me thingy-me-jigs-a-wah. And wow, care for my rosy cheeks, me thingy-me-jigs-a-wah. Oh, all you Dundee weavers, take this advice from me. Never let a fella an inch above your knee. Never stand with your back close up against the wall. For if you dig and safely, say a thingamajig's a war. For if you dig and safely, say a thingamajig's a war. Så, nu måste jag titta på min lapp. Som inte har blåst bort. Ja, sjunga irländska sånger utan att sjunga en sån här rebel-sång. Då har man inte hela repertoaren klar för sig. Här är alltså en man som hängdes 1798. Han hette Henry Joy. Det var inget bra namn för när man ska bli hängd. Så. Hej! An Ulsterman I am proud to be, from the untrimmed glens I come. And though I labour by the sea, I have followed flag and rum. I have heard the martial tramp of men, I seen them fight and die. Alas, 'tis well I remember when they followed Henry Joy. The boys were out, the redcoats too. I kissed my wife goodbye, and there in the shade of the greenwood glade I followed Henry Joy. I pulled my boat from the sea, and I hid my sails away. I hung my net upon a tree, and I scanned the moonlit bay. The boys were out, the redcoats too. I kissed my wife goodbye, and there in the shade of the greenwood glade I followed Henry Joy. Lads, for Ireland's cause we fought, and for home and sire we bled. Though our arms were few, our heart beat true, and 5 to 1 lay dead. There's many a lassie missed her lad, and mother mourned her boy. Though youth was strong in the dashing throng that followed Henry Joy. The boys were out, the redcoats too. I kissed my wife goodbye, and there in the shade of the greenwood glade I followed Henry Joy. In Belfast town they felled a tree, and the redcoats mustered there. I watched him come, the beat of the drum sounded on the barracks square. He kissed his sister and went aloft, he waved a last goodbye. Lads, I died, I turned and cried, they have murdered Henry Joy. The boys were out, the redcoats too. I kissed my wife goodbye, and there in the shade of the greenwood glade I followed Henry Joy. Tänk att säga, han hette Henry Joy och hängdes 1798, stackarn. Ja, jag ska inte prata utan jag ska sjunga. Oj, nu kommer den. Det är mycket politiska tal och sånt här. Och jag brukar inte sjunga några politiska sånger, men den här får man väl nog säga är en socialistisk sång. Det handlar om att alla är lika och alla ska blanda sig med varandra och så vidare. Men den är på skotska, så om ni inte förstår någonting så är det så att ni förstår ingenting. Men den är bra ändå. Freedom, come all ye. Rock the wind in the clear day dawning, blast the their gaudy o'er the bay. But there's mair nor a rock wind blowing through the great glen or the well the day. It's a thought that will garrow rotten all the rogues that can gallows fresh and gay. Take the road and seek either loanings, for their ill ploys to sport and play. Nay, mair will our bonny callants march to war when old Crowsley crow. No, we weens free pitied and clachan, on the ship sailing down the broomy low. Broken families in lands we've harried will curse Scotland, the brave nae mair. Black and white ain't till they're married. Things the fell bark så the masters bear. Går det nu, den jättebra sång den här. So come all ye at home with freedom, when the sugar and golden road should bloom. In your house all the bairns o' autumn can find bread, barley and painted room. When MacLean meets with friends in Springburn, all the rogues that can gallows fresh and gay take the road and seek either loadings, for their ill ploys to sport and play. Jag har ett plektrum här, men jag vågar inte lägga det här för jag tror jag skulle bli... har det bra själv? Ja, tack. Välkommen nästa gång. Nästa år. Det var det. Nu ska jag sjunga en sång som låg på Top 20. Top 20 1968. Det var en folkvisa från Irland. Kan ni den? Ni som var födda 68. Kanske kommer ihåg den. In a neat little town, they call Belfast, apprentice to trade I was bound, and many an hour sweet happiness I spent in that neat little town. A sad misfortune came over me, which caused me to stray from the land, far away from me friends and relations, far away from that black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land. And her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. I took a stroll down Broadway, meaning not long for to stay. But who shall I meet but this pretty fair maid, come a-traipsing along the highway? She was both fair and handsome, her neck it was just like a swan, and her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land. And her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. I took a stroll with this pretty fair maid, and a gentleman passing us by. And who should I meet with this pretty red bride, by the look in her roguish black eye? A gold watch she took from his pocket, and praised it right into my hand. And the very next thing I know, about says to the black velvet band, her eyes shone like diamonds. I thought of the Queen of the land, and her hair written over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Before the judge and the jury, next morning I had to appear. And the judge, he says to me, young man, your case it is proven clear. We'll give you 7 years penal servitude to be spent far away from your land, far away from your friends and relations, far away from that black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds. I thought her the Queen of the land, and her hair written over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Om ni inte uppfattar det ordentligt så heter den faktiskt, sången heter The Black Velvet Band. Och nu ska jag sjunga mitt allra senaste fynd. Hur länge ska jag hålla på?
Du har egentligen slut på tid.
Jag är inte här. Ja, men då var det jätteroligt att ni satt och lyssnade så idogt här i regnet och under skydd. Det var jätteroligt att vara här. Tack för mig.